Hello there ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here and it's time for a new video, and as you can see from the title, as you can see from the video in front of you, today it is time for my Football Manager 2017 one-off video, where I just quite simply have a look in the Spanish, Italian, German, French and English football top divisions. We have a little talk about the Football Manager series, this particular version of the game, and call it there, really. I've been doing this for every single version of Football Manager that I actually own. I don't own 2015 and 19, so unfortunately I won't be bringing those versions of the game to the channel in a one-off video. But I did it for the retro versions, like 2005, 6, 7, 8, and they got a lot of views. A lot of people like to see the goings on and the nostalgia. And, you know, this game is nearly 10 years of age now. It's 2017, of course, but it was released in 2016, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video in 2017 as well. And I'll, ever so often, you know, once a year or so, a couple of times a year, I'll update and do a new video, so 2018 will be to come. Just in case people want to see footage and what Ronaldo and Messi's stats were like and what the footballing landscape was like. A lot can change in football in just less than a year, and players who were destined for greatness are now not lauded as very good. You know, if you look at Evan Ferguson fella, for example, at Brighton, he can't get a game now. This time last year he was a massive wonder kid, so that's the kind of thing I'm talking about, and you guys might be able to see some wonder kids who just never made the grade. It's a story of Football Manager, and this is the last full fat version of the game that I actually have, ladies and gentlemen. Football Manager 2017. I got 2018 touch and then 20, 21 touch, and after that I played Xbox 2022, 23, but I'm not interested in the full fat versions. The series is selling like hotcakes more than it ever has, but a lot of hardcore fans are not happy. A lot of people like me who like the older games and like it more simplistic, but like it tactical and like the games to come quick and, you know, not as much chaff. I mean, Christ almighty, I bought the demo for 2023, played it on Steam. This is the demo. Did a few hours worth of the game, and I'd barely gotten a few days in, and it's just like there's so much. It's too much for me. Even navigating around this game, and every year they tweak things, and it's just like, ugh, I don't know, man. I can't get used to it. The definitive edition for me is 2012. It's my favourite. It's the only game on Steam that I've got over 1,000 hours in Football Manager wise, and yeah, I bloody love that game, and the classics, and the old Champman games. And of course, like I say, Football Manager 2025 is only going to come out in March. My opinion, guys, I would hold fire on that and only buy 2026. Of course, you're free to do what you want with your own money, but I would wait. And I was unimpressed. They said, oh, look, a new user interface and everything. And it's like, it's just boxes in different positions. It doesn't... Beforehand, I was like, whoa, what is this going to look like? And then they showed us, and it was like, oh, it looks similar, but boxes are in a different place. Okay. Certain pages might look better, but it wasn't the evolution that I was anticipating. And we still haven't seen gameplay footage. So I'm recording this in November 2024. Perhaps in the future someone will be watching this and laughing because it all worked out fine. But, you know, they're selling more units than they ever have in this franchise. But a lot of people are unhappy with where the series is going, and integrating women's football is something that I'm personally not interested in, because I don't understand. Well, I understand it, but I don't know any of the players. It's kind of similar as how to, I should say, how they give you the option of playing with fake players at the start of a save. That is what it would be like for me, because I don't know any of the players, and I don't choose to do that. But there'll be people out there who'll be interested in it, and it's something different, but how many players are going to be interested? Maybe in the first year or two they will, but I think it'll fall off, and it's just growing that database massively. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I digress. Let's chaff, let's get into it, let's bloody have it, shall we? Because in this version of the game, 2016-17, Atletico Madrid have won La Liga. No teams are sponsored here. I think they all were back in the day. They must have lost the sponsor. And this is where I usually go in and get surprised. Oh my god, this guy was a journeyman. We've spoken about this guy before. Cersei Churchy. I don't know how to pronounce his name exactly. A real journeyman. Fernando Torres went back to Atletico Madrid, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that? I bet you did, but I forgot. And Kevin Gamiro blasting in goals, but I'm not even sure that he was a real signing for him. But he was a pretty good striker. But he's done Amazing there. Griezmann at the peak of his powers before his move to Barcelona, nearly getting 30 goals. There is the squad. I do apologise, guys. I can't click on every single player. I like to keep these under 30 minutes. We'll see how we get on, but I can't click on every player because of that. But there are a few standout players that I've got to click. Here's one of them, Mr. Gareth Bale. Did better in his third season than his first two, and in game he did really well again. Not sure if this was his last season at Real Madrid, and how about this man? This might have been his last season at Real Madrid as well, although he's got a contract till 2021. Not quite as many 20s, on the downward spiral. And at this stage, I bet the devs didn't think he'd still be going in 2024. I mean, he's in a bloody shite league, obviously, but yeah. Fair play to Ronaldo, he's still got the hunger to keep going at that age. And yeah, an incredible Real Madrid team. They finished second, though, here. Luka Modric. An absolute Rolls Royce of a footballer. Barcelona in third. There's Lionel. 29 still. Can't be arsed going through his stats with a fine-tooth comb. Carefully looking through them. There's Luis Suarez. 30 and looking amazing. Rakitic and Iniesta still going, ladies and gentlemen. Busquets. Lichtstein, I forgot he played for Barcelona. Umtiti. He was like a wonder kid at this stage, wasn't he? 23. Bilbao doing pretty well. Inaki Williams gone on to... Oh no, it's his brother that's really good, isn't it? It's funny because this is a more modern version of the ones that I've done in the past, like Football Manager games, but my knowledge of football around this time is worse than it was 10 years earlier because I'm just not as interested in the sport anymore. Kevin Prince Boateng, is he a piece of shit? In real life, I think he is. But regardless, that's Las Palmas going down. Sporting Gijon in 19, and Leganés relegated as well. Is that Deportivo La Coruña? I'm not sure. And Real Espadas, who are they? There's a few teams. I think. Oh yeah, Sociedad don't have the proper name. And let's go to the schedule. I want to just see the Spanish Cup, ladies and gentlemen. See who won it. It was Barcelona beating Real Madrid 3-1 in the final. Do apologise, but we are going to move on now. To... Where do I go here? Detail level. No, it's not detail level. Add new leagues, is it? This is where I get stuck and I'm like... Oh, add and remove leagues, that's it. Okay. See right here? Juventus, this was around the period where they were just winning the title every single year. And now, well, they haven't won it for about 5 or 6 years, I don't think. Let's have a look at the team. Higuain, Dybala. Getting the goals. A heck of a lot of them. Mandzukic, he was a hard-working player, wasn't he? Pjanic, Sami Khedira. Not many wingers here and not much pace. Not needed as much. Kwadwo Asamoah, I remember this guy from the earlier Football Managers, and he had a good career, didn't he? Seemed like he got a few injuries in the seasons before this. Chiellini is still going strong. Buffon in the net. Bonucci. Neto, that's the goalkeeper that ended up at Bournemouth, isn't it? Interesting. You see, I didn't know that. Alexandro in his prime here at 26. And this is... I don't know if this was a Football Manager or if it was a few incantations of the series before, where they started giving you this. You see this? I don't know how to turn this off. Any of you guys in the comments tell me. I mean, I'm not going to be playing this version of the game. I'm just making this video for my YouTube. And for anybody who's interested in looking at footage of an old Football Manager game. But I don't like this. Obviously, what this is, if you don't know, is that's the potential. They could, Alexandro here, for example, could go from 15 to 17 agility. But I don't care. I find it messy and I want to change it. I don't want to see it. But I don't know how to get rid of it. Dani Alves played for Juventus? No way. Did he really? It's on a free transfer, so he might have been a free agent in the summer of 2016, and in game he went to Juventus. I can't remember. Karen Medel, the guy who played for Cardiff, ended up playing for Inter Milan. Astonishing. Cardiff banging in goals. I think Inter Milan are champions in Italy now, aren't they? Not 100% that's true. I think they are. Rodrigo Palacio, the Football Manager legend. The older games. Kondogbia. Ever Banega. Trent Sainsbury. A 25-year-old Australian. And Inter loaned him? Madness, absolute madness. What's that all about? Napoli, Arkadiusz Milic, the journeyman, Hamsic, still going strong. A lot of names I know there, ladies and gentlemen. AC Milan in fourth. Not one of the better AC Milan teams. So many yo-yo teams in Italy, though. Not so much getting relegated, promoted, but they're having periods of dominance and then they're in mid-table mediocrity. And here is Mr. Mohamed Salah. He's absolutely rapid in this game. 20 acceleration pace. Tons of his stats are, you know, they've got this potential thing, so it's kind of muddy for me to see how good he is, but definitely not as good as he'd become. They couldn't foresee his... I mean, he's already 24, though. It's incredible. It just shows you what incredible coaching, hard work can do for a player. Speaking of which, here's Francesco Totti. At 40 years of age. Oh, my days. Eddie Dzeko. Nainggolan and Strootman. That's a good centre midfield. Andy Rossi. Pooh. Interesting. There's Vermaelen in their team. Didn't know he was there. Let's give you a little look at Fiorentina and Lazio, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much standard goings on in this division, though. Empoli getting relegated. Pescara and Croton. I think that's pronounced. Not quite sure. Let's have a little look at schedule. Italian Cup. Not yet played. Yay! I love it when this happens, and it always seems to. For God's sake, I thought the 30th of May would have been enough, but it's not. Inter versus Genoa. But I don't want to go into June in case it changes the season and it resets the leagues to the next year. So, ladies and gentlemen, I might go back at the end of the video if I remember. Inter versus Genoa. Place your bets. Is there going to be an upset, or are Inter going to win it? And place your bets here. Oh, German League, don't be stupid. What you doing? What you bloody doing? Show me the league table. Yeah, there we go. I kept saying that in the older videos that we're doing for these Football Manager videos, like 2006, 7, 8, 9, blah, blah, blah. Bayern Munich didn't always win the league, but back then they didn't, to be fair. It was more competitive. But now it's just them winning the league every year. Better than last year, of course, IRL. But here they have won the league indeed, and it's Lewandowski getting the goals, and Robben and Ribéry, they're getting on a bit. I mean, look, it's 34 and 33. Two amazing players, two fantastic players. But goodness gracious, we're still dominating in this era of the career. Douglas Costa at 26, Thiago, Renato Sanchez when he was a wonder kid, and he didn't make his way. I don't know why he is now. And then he improved, didn't he? And there's the man. Oh, wow, I forgot about that. So, really? Xabi Alonso actually played for Bayern Munich? Yeah, he did. Fucking hell. And he won the league against them. Interesting. Philip Lahm still going. Bloody hell. Some veterans here in this squad. There really are. And it is a very good squad, but an ageing one. Some teams here that I don't even know. Is that Borussia Mönchengladbach? That's Leipzig. It's a bit messy, this, of course, because, yeah, yet again, no sponsors. We've got Leverkusen in second. So they've had a good season in this game. Javier Hernandez blasting in 30 goals. This is before he went to West Ham. Kiesling. He's barely played, actually. He was good on the older games. A very young Kai Havertz there. Oh, wow, 17. Interesting. Leon Bailey, now at Aston Villa, of course, 19. Seeing some wonder kids here, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you that much. Toprak. Oh, he's already 27. Dragovic, I remember him being a wonder kid, and some of them. Schalke in third, and haven't these guys now been relegated? Crazy. Franco De Santo, I remember him at Wigan, and he's blasted in 20 goals. Now, I remember this guy, couldn't hit a Kozares with a banjo. One season with above 10 goals. Not exactly a great striker. I think he might have just been a hard-working striker, perhaps. Frankfurt getting relegated, and also Werder Bremen as well. Ladies and gentlemen, what about this? And here is Dortmund in a post-Jurgen Klopp world for them. Oh, shit, Alexander Isak. 17, stats obscured, still world-class. Shinji Kagawa, slap bang in his prime. He went back to Dortmund and did pretty well. A very young Christian Pulisic, got to be one of the wonder kids of the game, I would imagine. Ousmane Dembele. This guy's a bit injury prone, isn't he, in real life? I don't think he's going to hit the heights that was anticipated. Royce and Goetze going strong. There's Dortmund, and let's have a look at the German Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we? There we have it. Gelsenkirchen. Schalke winning 2-1 against Leverkusen. Leon Goretzka ended up going to Bayern Munich. A lot of greens though. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, we're making decent time here. Let's have a look at the French division. Can someone stop Paris Saint-Germain winning it? No, we cannot. I think, was it last year or the year before when Lille won it? I think it was the year before, wasn't it? So not 2024, but 23, I think. But that was nice. And complete domination. And Lyon, haven't they been relegated? Did I see that? I don't know what the hell's going on in French football. I think Lyon have been relegated. I think Bordeaux, bloody Andy Carroll's playing for them. It's all kicking off. And it's sad to see Lyon had a great team back in the mid-2000s. Used to love that team. So hopefully one day they will hit the heights again. I didn't realise though here, even though 2008 when they last won the league, they're finishing second and third quite a lot, but now they've just fallen from grace big time. And it really sucks to see. But yeah, Paris Saint-Germain won the league. No, Ibrahimovic now. He's gone to Manchester United. But Cavani, another man who would go to Manchester United, blasting in goals here, still physically imposing at the top of his game. Lucas Moura. Is this before Tottenham? Yeah. He was a good player. At the time, Hatem Ben Arfa. Was he really at Paris Saint-Germain? Possibly. Yeah, via Hull. Incredible. Pastore, Di Maria. I mean, this team, yeah, it's amazing. Blaise Matuidi, I always liked this guy. I mainly saw him in the international competitions, but he's the kind of player that could run all day. Not a surprise they've won the league. A lot of great names there. Memphis Depay coming to Lyon after his bad stint at Manchester United. Lacazette before Arsenal, smashing in goals, ladies and gentlemen. Good striker on this game. There is Depay. Valbuena, the diminutive man. He was a really incredible player. I think he's about 5'5", but really good, strong player anyway. Yeah, not much to say there. Monaco in third. Bakayoko, I think this guy was a wonder kid, and I think he ended up being a bit shit. I can't remember. Falcao. I think he... Did he have 2 stints at Monaco? Yeah, he did. Okay. Fabinho before his Liverpool move, ladies and gentlemen. I think it might have been his last or second to last season at Monaco. And what about this man right here, ladies and gentlemen? The great one. It's Mbappe, 18. 1 goal in 11. He's done pretty shit. Oh, no, he's not. Yeah, he has done shit in game. Then again, he's just come off the bench 13 times. Bernardo Silva before Manchester City. Dear Lord, that's a lot of greens. Joe Moutinho, this guy spent too long in the French league for my liking. He should have been in Spain or England earlier, in my opinion. Another Rolls Royce of a football. And there is Bordeaux, who got relegated. Nancy Lorraine, Dijon, and FC Metz. Montpellier in 9th. They won the league, of course, in 2012. Incredible story, to be sure. And let's have a look at the French Cup. Lyon got some silverware, beating Stade Rennais 3-2. Wonderful. And now we're finishing this off, ladies and gentlemen, in the English Premier League. And I always think, in the years gone by, in the Premier League, like, what year did Leicester win the Premier League? And it was 2016, the one before this. And then I think Chelsea were at the sandwich, they were the bread. 2015 and 17, and in the middle, the filling was Leicester. So yeah, this was Chelsea won the Premier League, real life. And here, Arsenal have won the league, Liverpool in 2nd, Manchester City in 3rd, Manchester United in 4th. Let's just have a little butchers. Olivier Giroud, still going strong, of course. Can't even remember where, but he was a fantastic footballer, still is. Sanchez at his peak before his horrendous move to Manchester United. But he's very much at his peak, yeah. Mesut Ozil. Welbeck. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Ramsey, Walcott. British spine of Arsenal here. And they won the league. I can't remember, they won the FA Cup a few times in the last 10 years, Arsenal, but this is before Arteta came and they were more of a serious team. But in real life, can I see them winning anything? No, and especially Manchester City doing so bad this season, and yet Arsenal are still dropping points. It remains to be seen whether they're going to be able to win the league 20 years after they had the best team, essentially, ever, of course, with the Unbeatables. Mustafi, Bellerin, I mean, it's a good defence, not an amazing defence, but my lord, there's some attacking talent there. Arsenal always good on the Football Manager games. There we have it. Liverpool, this is 15-16, 16-17, the first full season with Mr. Jurgen Klopp at the helm, and he's ran Arsenal close here. It's been a good second season. Roberto Firmino banging in the goals, and Coutinho, and a lot of players still from Brendan Rodgers' time at the club here. Danny Ings, Divock Origi, who was the main man off the substitutes bench, to be sure. Very good on this game, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, this is before Salah came to the club to take that next step. And already you can see with the stats of a player like Jordan Henderson that Klopp's obviously doing well by these players and improving them. Lucas Leiva, still only 30, having been at the club for so long. Michael Keane, isn't he the Man United defender? Yeah. Oh wow, he played for Burnley years before that. Some players, it's just like, oh my god, you still think they're like 21 and they're not. Emre Can, Milner, Klein. Yeah, I mean, you look at this team and, dear Lord, did a great job to win some medals and challenge Manchester City for so many years. But of course, you know, Man City in the last 5-6 years or so have just been absolutely farcical. And this man, absolutely farcical. 28, I thought he'd be older at this point. But yeah, 28. Natural fitness 12. That's interesting because Sergio Aguero was an injury-prone player, but he would always come back after like 3 months out and score a hat-trick the first game. That's natural fitness for you. Natural fitness doesn't mean injury-prone. Anyway, Kevin De Bruyne, dear Lord, he's got 20 assists, ladies and gentlemen. How are they going to replace him in real life? It's going to be interesting to see. Here's David Silva, another Rolls Royce, ladies and gentlemen. So many damn Rolls Royces in this episode. Raheem Sterling, still a lot of improvement. Still only 22, holy shit. Sane, Torre still at the club. Fernandinho, Company still there. And really, now we're seeing Pep Guardiola turn the team into his vision. And this is, I want to say, I don't know where City finished that season. Manchester United finished 6th, but they won the League Cup and the Europa League. Here they finished 4th. And that man, Zlatan, getting the goals. 8 work rate? Oh, okay. Still very, very good. Even if just for one season. Juan Mata getting goals. Wayne Rooney still at the club, but not what he once was, ladies and gentlemen, to be sure. Is that Marouane Fellaini doing real? Oh no, Paul Pogba. Okay. Came back to Manchester United and never really looked like he could be arsed. Sitting on 300 grand a week. Goodness gracious. Henrik Mkhitaryan, a snazzy footballer, but another one who could easily be roughed up. Hard tackles. Ander Herrera, Fred, Carrick still there. Still a British base. Phil Jones. And Chris Smalling still at the club. Of course, Chris Smalling went to Italy and did a pretty good job. You know, Jones and Smalling were good centre-backs, but they were never going to be Rio Ferdinand levels of quality. Anthony Martial, still pretty damn good at the game, on the game. Just quickly going to look at Tottenham, Chelsea. Of course, Chelsea won the Premier League in real life this year, but 6 in game. Eden Hazard, we've got to have a look at him. He was a fantastic player. I feel like a lot of these Premier League players aren't rated as highly as I was seeing in other divisions here. Middlesbrough, Stoke, Sunderland getting relegated. Guys, I have no idea who got relegated in real life this season. I really don't. Let's see who won the FA Cup. Shall we have a look at the League Cup? The EFL Cup, Manchester United beat Manchester City on penalties. What about the FA Cup? Quick. Ooh, City lost 2 finals, and Marcel Sabitzer ended up being on loan at Manchester United. Is he at Liverpool? Yeah, he is. 19 mil. That's a pretty good player. And Liverpool won the FA Cup. Now then, who is in the... Oh, Liverpool not in Europe at all. I need a team who are in the Europa League, because we're going to have a look at that. Okay. Won by... Oh, my lord. Okay, so Manchester United have lost in the Europa League Cup final, Europa League I should say, to Manchester City. And on penalties as well. Right to the wire, very close game, very intriguing. And I have to say, this page here, look at all the empty space here. It's so ugly, man. And I think you can tweak this so it opens up anywhere you want to, but I was never really happy with the way this looks in these versions of Football Manager, 16, 17, 18. And, yeah, so City getting some payback there. Oh, look at that, Rooney testimonial. What the fuck? Cool. Now let's have a look at the Champions League. Are Arsenal in the Champions League here? Yeah, they are. Won by, Barcelona, Leverkusen, duking it out. When's that? Well, give me a date, for Christ's sake. Okay, we've not got a date. The 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this shit. And I think we've got the Italian Cup to play as well, haven't we? So we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Elevator music, please. This has been enjoyable, but I've just no passion to do a full season on one of these older Football Manager games at the moment. Yeah, and still I would kind of like to do that with Real Madrid. Real Madrid have sacked Zinedine Zidane, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw that. I'd like to still do it with one of the older games, I don't want all the chaff. I just want to play and do my tactics and get into games quickly. Barcelona 4, Leverkusen 0. When was the last time Barcelona won the Champions League? Was Guardiola at the helm? Don't think they've won it in the last 10 years. I might be wrong. But yeah, 4-0 Barcelona over Leverkusen. Hammering. And, oh Christ, I said I'd show the Italian Cup just before we left. And I don't know how to get there. My apologies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's add remove league, Serie A, Roma, or whoever. Italian Cup was won by Inter, but it took them until penalties. Genoa, Adel Taarabt at the club. And there we have it. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Just a one-off video looking through Football Manager 2017. I do apologise because I do get the feeling that people could watch a lot more of this kind of content and just see names of players who have come and gone and players who didn't make the grade who were anticipated to do so. It's always interesting looking back because with Football Manager, they don't want you looking back, they want you looking forward. And of course, I understand that, but there's a lot of nostalgia and some of the older games, they're so quick and easy to play, but they're still realistic and in-depth. I love the older games up until 2012. I did have a whale of a time, although lockdown helped, to be fair, on Touch 2020 and Touch 2021. I put about 600-700 hours into Touch 2021. Had some long-term saves, but yeah, I just worry with the future of the series whether I'm going to be interested in continuing playing. I don't really think I am. I like the touch versions, but I don't want to play them on console. Football Manager's not for console, it's for PC. And I feel like I'm being insulted by playing the non-full fat version of the game. And that's just the way I feel. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, guys. And that's FM17. I'll do another one of these in the future for FM18. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.